The old Zen master sat on a wooden tatami mat, the morning light painting stripes across his face. The young disciple, recently arrived at the monastery, sat opposite him, his face filled with confusion and frustration. Master, the disciple began, his voice strained, I do not understand. I have lost my job, my home, and now I have hurt my toe on this cursed rock. Is the universe mocking me? The master remained silent for a moment, his eyes twinkling like distant stars. He then slowly rose, walked to the far side of the garden, picked up a small stone. He returned and placed the stone in the disciple's palm. Observe this stone. What is its purpose? He said with a calm voice. The disciple examined the stone, turning it over in his hand. It is a stone, master. It has no purpose. The master chuckled, a low rumble in his chest. Indeed. Yet it is also a part of the garden, a resting place for the beetle, a challenge for the grass that grows around it, and a potential weapon in child's game. Is it not? The disciple nodded slowly, starting to grasp the idea. Life is much like the stone, the master continued. We impose purposes and labels, calling things good or bad, fortunate or unfortunate, but the universe is simply unfolding. The lost job is not the act of cruelty, it is a new door, perhaps leading to a different path. Losing your home focuses you to confront the essential, even your toe, though painful, serves as a reminder to be present and not walk when lost in your thoughts. He then told the disciple a story about his farmer whose horse ran away. His neighbors came to offer condolences, calling it bad luck. The farmer simply said, Perhaps. The next day, horse returned with a herd of wild horses. The neighbors rejoiced, calling it good luck. The farmer again said, Perhaps. The next day, farmer's son fell off a wild horse and broke his leg. The neighbors bemoaned the bad luck. The farmer said, Perhaps. The following day, the army came to conscript all the young men into war, but the farmer's son was spared due to his injury, and so on. The story went. Every event, disciple, is simple an event. The master concluded, his gaze penetrating. The joy and suffering we experience for it are our own judgment. The universe doesn't play favorites. It simply moves, whether it is a loss or a gain, whether it causes pain or pleasure, is not the point. The point is that everything happens as it does and for a reason that we may not understand in the moment. The reason in the grand scheme of things is often far more complex than our immediate understanding. The disciple holding the stone tightly felt a weight lift his chest. The frustration didn't disappear, but it softened, replaced by a curious acceptance. He looked at the old master, his eyes full of new understanding. Thank you, master, he whispered. Finally, grasping that the universe was not a cruel mistress, but an unfolding tapestry. Moral of the story: the Zen story shows that labeling events as good or bad is often limiting. In life, we experience ups and downs. Instead of getting bogged down by the whys or what ifs, we can practice acceptance and curiosity. The concept is not about passive resignation, but about recognizing that everything positive or negative has a role in our overall journey and that each experience can be a chance for learning and growth. By acknowledging that things happen for a reason, when we may not know at that present, we can reduce our sufferings and embrace the present moment.